Welcome to Movie Recall. In today's video, we will be going through the 2021 movie Moxie. It's time to recall. Let's get started. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie starts and we see a girl who is standing in a dense forest, and as she tries to scream, she is not able to find her voice. She tries again, but she cannot scream still. She panics and passes out right there, but when she wakes up, she is in her bed and it turns out she was just dreaming. We then learn that this girl's name is Vivian and she is 16, lives with her mother Lisa, and attends Rockport High School. The next day, she makes her way to the school and meets a classmate named Claudia who is also her friend. Both of them then go to their classes and the teacher shows up. He tells everyone to be silent right away. A boy named Mitchell then enters the classroom and he is the football team captain of the school. Mitchell is a really rude guy and he goes on to stand near a black girl who asks him if he needs anything. He then rudely tells her that she can give him whatever she has and then sits in his chair. The class teacher then turns on the screen in the classroom and goes on to tell the students about the upcoming match. This is when a guy sitting near Vivian starts talking to her out of nowhere and even goes on to tell her how tall he is, and she is really weirded out by that. The teacher then goes on to ask the students a question, and all the students who know the answer raise their hand, but the teacher tells Lucy to give the answer. Lucy instead goes on to ask her teacher why on earth they are reading this book anyway, because this has been written by a very rich man for other rich people. Lucy says that they should read books that are about common folk. Mitchell, however, goes on to say that he likes the book, at which she ends up getting into an argument with him, but the teacher stops them both and Vivian stares at both of them. Vivian goes to the supermarket with her mother after school. They then come across a man named John who hands some vegetables to her, and Vivian tells her mother that John is hitting on her, but her mother does not say much about it. The next day, they are at school when Vivian notices another boy named Seth. She says to Claudia that Seth is a really good guy, and Claudia asks Vivian if she likes Seth. They then go to the cafe and see Mitchell talking to Lucy. He is again seen bullying her. This time, Vivian decides that they should do something about it. Lucy then goes to the principal and complains about Mitchell bullying her all the time. This, however, backfires, and the principal instead tells Lucy that she should be careful out there. She goes on to tell her that she is a girl, so she should stay away from Mitchell or try to be in his good books. The principal makes it clear to Lucy that they are not going to take any action against Mitchell because he is a very popular guy at his school, and he also has connections with big fish in the school. When Lucy is about to leave, the principal goes on to tell her to join the music band in their college because the principal is aware that Lucy is a good musician. Lucy comes back out with a long face and Vivian is out there waiting for her. Vivian calls Lucy to her and both of them start talking. The next thing we know, they are getting to know each other and it seems like they are going to become friends soon. Vivian makes her way back home and that evening, she talks to her mother about Mitchell and tells her how he bullies and throws racist remarks towards Lucy. Vivian's mother then tells her that Lucy should be strong. She then tells Vivian that she used to be very strong in her young days and even used to beat up guys. Vivian then goes to her mother's room and opens an old suit that belongs to her mother. In the book, she finds her mother's old feminist zines and gets inspired. She reads multiple books and that makes her feel stronger. The scene then changes to the football ground of their school where we see Vivian sitting in the audience with Claudia. The principal makes her way to the school stage to talk about the football players. All the players then come to the ground and the next thing we see, Mitchell is being rude to a cheerleader named Emma, and one of his friends throws his shirt on a girl's face in the audience and then sits in the girl's lap. This is when all the students go on to receive a document on their phones and they discover a list of young women made by a group of jocks that is led by Mitchell being sent to everyone's phone. Many girls are embarrassed by the list, in which the jocks express many sexist and perverse opinions, which makes the girls self-conscious. All the girls are angry, but they do not say anything because everyone is scared of Mitchell. Vivian is also pissed because he has given her a very condescending name too. She decides that she is going to teach him a lesson. She goes home that evening and takes out a book of her mom. She makes pamphlets from this book and names it Moxie. She makes many copies of this pamphlet, and the next morning, she comes to the school early and goes to the bathroom stalls right away to put those pamphlets there. This is when two girls come to the bathroom and Vivian right away hides in the toilet. These pamphlets called Moxie actually contain stuff about the empowerment of women. She has also written some bad stuff about boys like Mitchell too. As the students keep coming to the bathroom, they keep picking up these pamphlets, and many students in the school got to read those. Mitchell also reads Moxie and he thinks Lucy is the one behind it. He confronts Lucy about it, but she denies knowing anything about it. He, however, does not believe her and keeps accusing her. He goes on to say a lot of crap to her, and Vivian again sees all this. She then gives Moxie to Lucy as well. In the next scene, when Vivian is with Claudia, Lucy comes to her and tells her that she is really thankful for Moxie. Vivian befriends Lucy, as well as a group of other girls who have been put down, but her best friend Claudia is reluctant to get behind the movement, and it causes a rift between them. Vivian has written in the pamphlet that all the girls who have been put down by the boys in their school, they're to come with a star drawn on their hands the next day to send a message to all the boys that the girls are united. That night, she goes on to draw a star on her hand as well. Lucy goes to school the next day but sees that no one has made stars on their hands. She is disappointed and goes to the bathroom to wash off the stars on her hands too, but when she is about to wash it off, another girl named Kira shows up and tells her that her stars are really cool. Lucy also gets there and appreciates the stars, and Vivian decides not to remove them. This is when Seth shows up, and Vivian is shocked to see that he too has drawn stars on his hand, and this makes her like Seth even more. Later, the principal comes to the classroom and notices that Caitlin is wearing a revealing dress, so he tells her to wear better clothes the next day. Caitlin is a very beautiful girl, and she is always a center of attention for the boys, and the principal says that she has received complaints about her dressing previously as well, but Caitlin says she has no other clothes, all the other clothes are at home, and she is currently in a hostel. The principal, however, does not listen to her and tells her to go home. Later, Vivian is with her mom when she tells her about what happened at the school earlier. Lisa, her mother, says that if the principal had done it to a student in her time, the next day all the girls would go to school dressed like the one who was sent home. Vivian goes to a party to see her friends, and there, Vivian, Claudia, Kiara, Caitlin, Amaya, Lucy, and Tit Posse. Kiara then goes on to ask who is Moxie, but Claudia says that she does not know who Moxie is, but she is sure that she wants good for them. Vivian is also asked about Moxie, and she too says that they do not know anything about her. Vivian is, however, weirded out by the question and starts acting weird, seeing which Claudia starts suspecting her because she knows Vivian better than anyone as they are childhood friends. Vivian then goes home and makes another Moxie magazine that is about the dress code. This time, she wants to send a message to the principal. Vivian comes to school early the next morning, and when she is going to the bathroom with more pamphlets, she bumps into Seth, and all the pamphlets are seen by Seth. He, however, tells her that he is not going to reveal her secret, adding that he is rather going to support her. On the pamphlet, they have confronted the principal, and the teacher is shocked to see all the girls wearing the same revealing tops. The teacher gets pissed at the student, which angers Caitlin, who confronts the teacher too. She tells him that they have double standards in this school because they never question the boys despite the fact that they are always breaking rules. A girl then goes on to make a video of the class teacher. The teacher gets nervous and goes out. All the girls then go on to give a round of applause to Caitlin for the bravery she has shown. The next day, an athletic award is to be given to a student at the school, and all the school is gathered on the ground. The principal takes some names, and Lucy stands up. She tells the principal that they have a nomination and then nominates Kiara. The principal tells her to 5 votes for this nomination, and she does. Kiara is also one of the contestants now. That day, Claudia goes on to talk to Vivian and asks her what is going on with her, but Vivian says that nothing special. Claudia is now sure that Vivian is hiding something from her, but Vivian does not budge. Claudia gets annoyed and leaves. Seth and Vivian then go to the church where they have a long conversation. That evening, the group has another meeting and they talk about how they are going to do anything to make Tiara win the athletic title. They then go on to ask Tiara if she is ready to become popular, and Kiara says that she is more than ready because she is a good footballer and she deserves that award. The next day, when the girls are at school, Claudia comes to see Vivian and tells her that the principal has ordered to take down all the Moxley pamphlets. They have requested everyone to vote for Kiara in the next pamphlet, and Claudia has somehow persuaded the principal to let them keep the posters. All the girls go on to a party that night because they are sure that Kiara is going to win because all the feminist girls in the group are positive that they are going to outvote all the other participants. Mitchell starts working on his campaign and tells everyone that they have never seen Moxie, so they should not vote on the request of someone they have never seen. He says this because he too is scared that Kiara could outvote him, and this will be really embarrassing for him. The scene then changes to the football ground where the voting begins, and Moxie team thinks that Kiara is going to win, but when the principal makes the announcement, she announces Mitchell is the winner, and all the girls are pissed. Vivian is really pissed and she makes her way home. When she gets home, she sees John with her mother. Vivian then goes on to tell John sarcastically that he is welcome to their family and then passes out because she is too drunk. The next day, she goes on to make more stickers for the group. She goes on to put those stickers everywhere, even on bags of the students at the school. The principal gets to know about this and she calls Vivian to her office. She tells Vivian to stop whatever she is up to. She tells her that Vivian is right now playing with fire. The principal makes it clear that she does not support the girls and she still wants to stand behind Mitchell because he is popular and belongs to a very rich family. A woman shows up at the office and tells the principal that someone has put stickers on her car too. The principal is really pissed to learn that and goes out to take a look at her car. Vivian then goes out and learns from the other girls in the group that Claudia has been suspended from the school. Vivian right away goes to her place to see her. When Vivian talks to her, Claudia tells her that she knows Vivian is Moxie, and Vivian is stunned to hear this. Claudia tells her that she has taken the fall for her because she is actually the one who officially registered Moxie at school, and they have now suspended her. Vivian finds a note from an anonymous girl who claims to have been raped the previous year. Vivian gets Moxie supporters to stage a walkout in support of the girl. The majority of students walk out and Vivian reveals that she started Moxie. Head cheerleader Emma comes forward as the girl who wrote the note, stating that Mitchell, her ex-boyfriend, was her rapist. She stands up and reveals to everyone that Mitchell raped her the previous year when they were dating and called her the most bangable, which left her mortified. All the students are horrified and lend their support. Principal Shelley overhears and plans to punish Mitchell at last. She goes to the classroom and tells Mitchell that he is suspended. Vivian then reconciles with her mom, Claudia, and Seth, and Moxie gains more followers. Lisa expresses pride in her daughter, and the girls throw a party in celebration of Moxie, and with that, the movie comes to an end. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.